Okay, this is Mike Lovely from Lovely Strength Conditioning. We got 2 lacrosse balls, or if you have 2 lacrosse balls that can be stuck together with tape, or like Crossover Symmetry has this neoprene case that holds the 2 together and it allows it to spread apart for different parts of the spine. So I prefer to use this one to get into those different areas. And the spine for my overhand athletes is usually really sensitive. So we're just going to give ourselves a big hug and try to separate the scapulas, and then we're going to bridge up, and we're going to give a little movement in the area of the vertebrae that I'm working on, and I'm right at the base of my neck or the top of the traps. And then as I feel comfortable, I'm going to move down one vertebrae. It's highly likely, if this is the first time you've ever done it, that you won't be able to bridge up, that this area will be very sensitive. But if it takes you somewhere between 2 minutes to 10 minutes to work from the top of your spine to the bottom, the more sensitive, the longer you should take. And if it takes you 10 minutes on day 1, it might take the same amount of time on day 2, but by day 3, you'll notice quick results that will be a lot less sensitive, if it's even sensitive at all. Nonetheless, this is an area we should check regularly as overhand athletes, and you may get some adjustments. This is not a chiropractor, but it will feel good. And we're just going to work our way all the way down. Now, in this area, you might find some different movements. You may find that if you get to a spot right here where there's a knot, you might have to go overhead or get some snow angels to get that to go away. We call that a pin and stretch, when we pin the muscle down and then we move one of the joints that allows the muscle to move while we're pinning it down. And it's not the best feeling in the world, but that recovery process allows you to go back out and do a lot more work on the volleyball court, on the golf course, whatever the case may be. Now, the next area that is typically even more sensitive than that in the overhand athlete is take the lacrosse ball and we're going to go right into the armpit. We're going to come up and put it right behind. This is going to get into that rotator cuff area, which takes a big hit in terms of how much stress is involved on the joint and on the muscles that support that joint. So because of that, it's going to be likely very sensitive. You may want to start with just putting a foam roller underneath you here and kind of rolling and getting forward and backwards rotation. If you had a foam roller with a lacrosse ball, it really pinpoints and is fairly uncomfortable. This isn't even my throwing arm, and I don't like it. But those 2 areas, if we can keep them clean, at least check them every day, see how they're doing. And if they're not very clean or if they're sensitive, then spend a little bit of time before your workouts to clean that up. Then you will see a lot of progress, or you're going to reduce the chances of becoming injured.